Yeah, I thought that 5 and 6 would really do me in. I thought it'd be really hard from there. You just can't really make a mistake when you get good chances when you're behind and the scores are going to be the way they are. So walking off 6th green, I thought, we got to try to birdie every single hole. But in the back of my mind, I knew it was going to be a really tough challenge. Just had to be totally mistake-free and steal a couple extra because you can't par those 2 holes today.
It seemed when you made that run with the birdies and even kind of going into 12, it just seemed like you were having a lot of fun. Were you still able to kind of keep that kind of mindset going even though you suffered a couple bumps along the way early on?
Yeah, I mean, through 11 green, then I had kind of made it back up. And, birdied 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So kind of felt like I stole 2 back, and that at least 2 back in that stretch. So I thought walking off 11 green, okay, if I get 4 by 18, I've got a chance at this. And I think I ended up getting maybe 3. And then, I just misread the putt on 18 and really wish that I gave it more of a chance. But if you told me 8 under at the beginning of the day, I would have thought Chris probably betters 6 under, but playing with the lead in the last group, maybe, maybe 8 was in a playoff was kind of where my head was at. So there was just some phenomenal golf played everywhere.
Brandel, I know the 3-footer he missed yesterday on 15 for birdie got a lot of attention. Kevin Kisner had kind of a sharp piece of commentary, so just knock it in, Jordan. In other words, he was maybe taking a little bit too much time on these shorter putts, but don't let that mask the fact that Spieth putted well this week, didn't he?
Better than anybody in the field. He just had a great day, great week on the greens. Just take a look at a couple of them from today. The 8th hole, that whole location sort of up on that ridge. He hits it on that sort of lower tier, putting up the hill. It's tough to get the speed right. This is one of the slower putts. This is the lowest point on the whole golf course. So, you're going up that steep slope. Makes it from about 25 feet going up that hill, almost 30 feet at the 11th. This guy he makes more than his share, doesn't he? Every single day he was picking up strokes on the field. Yeah, he had that one bobble from about 3 feet, but on the day, or on the week, it was extraordinary. And, it might be just a different story if Jordan Spieth had hit a couple shots just a little bit differently. After a great drive here at the 12th, this was probably the most surprising shot I saw Jordan Spieth hit all week. Okay, maybe not the 3-footer, but, 60 yards or so like that, just landing it, 15 feet on the green, letting it feed there. So bad shot there, and okay, not a great shot here, but just one of the worst breaks you'll ever see with somebody coming down the stretch, having a chance to win a golf tournament. But in general, I will say I loved what I saw of his golf swing this week. I haven't been particularly fond of what I've seen over the last few years with his golf swing. To me, it just looked like it had been too shut at the top, too bowed. Certainly that works for a lot of people, but that's not how Jordan Spieth played his best golf. Go back in 2015. By the way, his ball speed was up to 178 miles an hour. That is zippy. That is peppy. So he's feeling good. He's moving good, and that club's in a great spot. So you go back to 2015, and he opened the club on the left. You see it right there. He opened it more going back, and the club just hung beautifully with a more neutral wrist. He's struggled since 2017 for the most part compared to his best golf. I thought he was far more bowed in that period, far more shut, as you see it right there in 2023. But if you look today, that left wrist, some of that bow, most of that bow's come out of it. It's more neutral. That club face is more right on plane, sort of even with his the plane of his left arm. That right arm's in a little better spot, more like 15. So this does bode well, augur well for 2024. Loved what I saw of that golf swing. I really do. That might be the best I've seen him swing since 2017.
And with a putter, am I correct in saying, you're the expert, right? Correct in saying it seems to flow just a little bit better from longer range than it does from 3 and 4 feet. I know you said this morning you thought it was a little quick from short range.
I've always thought, he's had a sort of a quick forward press, which, tends to open the face a little bit. But on longer putts, you've got more time and more flow to the stroke to square that face up. But the short putts, it looks like the tempo of the forward press is quicker, the backstroke is quicker. And you know, you go back to 2018, from 18 through 2023, he's been probably outside of Lucas Glover, the worst on the PGA Tour from 3 feet, because every single year he's 180th, 190th, 150th, 130th. He has missed more than his share from 3 feet.
What's the importance of a good year for Jordan Spieth to golf in general?
Well, look, I think he's one of the most compelling players that I've seen, not named Tiger Woods, in the last 25, 30 years, winning majors at a quick clip early on in his career. It looked like he was on trajectory to have a 6 major championship, to have a Lee Trevino type career, to have a Nick Faldo type career, and go down as literally one of the greatest players of all time. So to see his game fall off, you know, one, you kind of feel bad for him, but two, it's taken a lot of the excitement out of the game, because there are very few people that I've ever seen able to scramble and win golf tournaments as spectacularly as Jordan Spieth. Earlier this week, I made the comparison to Arnold Palmer, to Seve Ballesteros, to Tom Watson, to Phil Mickelson, to Tiger Woods, in terms of excitement of being able to scramble and hit shots from pretty much anywhere. It's like he rose to the stature of sort of this mythical man.